Hello, family, and welcome back to another episode of Social Walking in Wisdom. And on this platform, we analyze the different characters played by our Nollywood faves. So it's all about loving Nollywood movies, looking at the content and the value and the lessons learned, and using those examples rather than real life examples, those examples to help you level up and if you're a man or woman of faith, if you know better, you desire to do better, you want to be a better person, you simply start by doing the work. So today's episode, we're going to consider Uche Nancy Update Television, My Heart Beats Again. But before we do so, let's get into some numbers. This is a new platform, Social Walking in Wisdom, inspired by Queen Social herself. It's all about character building, inclining your ear to wisdom, and saluting the men and women that surrounds her, who have taught her how to hone her character indeed. And to date, we have about 25 videos. Two of those videos are about real life characters in terms of people who are doing it, those who are walking the walk itself. And that is no other than Uchenna Mabunabo. If we consider the beautiful letter Queen Sosa wrote to him, saluting him, I broke down that. If you have not seen it right here, please be sure to do so. And then saluting Uche Nancy, the mom of Sonia Uche, she has said plainly where she got her wisdom from, right? And surrounded herself with great women. And being the Ada, the eldest of all the daughters, she's also certainly setting a fine example. If you did not see this particular tribute to Uche Nancy, please be sure to do so as well. Other than that, the rest of them are based on my favorite videos. I love Nollywood. I'm a Nollywood aficionado. And as a leadership coach, I've been looking at the movies and making my own critique and character analysis, not about a movie, but about the characters and how they can improve. And I would share it with indeed my clients and family members, nieces and nephews, etc. So why not share it with you, the public, as we continue to look at the man and the woman in the mirror, according to Michael Jackson, and then do the work because self-reflection builds self-awareness if we desire to get things done. And these are solely recommendations. If you desire that you need help from a professional, whether it's a psychiatrist or psychologist, we certainly encourage you to do so as well. And if you're a man or woman of faith, we also recommend that you seek peace and truth and honesty from your creator indeed. This is all about your faith walk as well, loving Nollywood, but understanding who you serve and whom you serve, as well as who you are, because we all have value. And if you do believe so, then this is a platform for you. We encourage you to subscribe, fan out, hit the thumbs up, leave your comments. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into our Queen So before we get into today's breakdown. If you have not subscribed to Sonia Uche Television, please be sure to do so. She is at 991K on her way to making 1 million before the end of September 2025. And if you have been there from the beginning, like I have been, we say go team because together we achieve more. And we salute Queen Soso herself for her integrity, honing her character, sharing it with her fans, having those wonderful, edifying communication on her platform, and letting us know it's okay to be positive, it's okay to be a woman of faith, and to indeed live it up and level up indeed. So again, if you have not helped her reach that 1 million, if you have not already done so, and be sure the goal here is to see all these wonderful movies she has on display. Most of them I've already done character analysis for since I started about a month ago, so please be sure to check it out. And now we go back to our movie for today, looking at My Heartbeat Games. And this stellar cast led by Zach OG and Ola Daniels, the two veterans. And then you have the wonderful Generation Z making really a mad play, which made a beautiful movie. And again, kudos to Mama Uche Nancy for knowing what talent is all about and bringing the veteran actors to act alongside the newbies. And that's led by Chinenebe, the handsome Victor Michael, and of course, Chisholm Agowike. So absolutely. So here we go. So this whole story revolves around, really for me, love and romance can be at any age, but you have to be who you are. And the story opened up where Chinebebe's father, played by Jack Ozie, has a new love. The story tells us that he's a widow and he was mourning her mom for 10 years and he's just ready to move on. And that's really 10 years is more than enough time to be respectful. But I think this is the reason why the character played by Ola Daniels was extra, extra. With those years of solitude and calmness, she was extra, extra. So he went to the other end of the spectrum. And I have to stop here and salute Ola Daniels. She was indeed extra, extra. She was over, over the top. And absolutely, she did not disappoint. It was a lot. So if you have not seen it, please be sure to do so. Job well done. It was great seeing both of them on screen. It was absolutely hysterical. And then we have the no-nonsense Chinenebe just came back from overseas studying, and she's ready to run her father's company, want to make sure he's okay health-wise, emotional-wise, etc. Childhood friend played by both Victory Michael and Chisholm Ogwe came into the picture, and the story unveils. If you want to know how it ends, you definitely want to look at the movie. But to ensure that this video is not too long, we're here to give you 5 tips. The crust of the movie was based on how to overcome a heartbreak. Later on, we found out that Chinibebe's character was really overcompensating based on a heartbreak. And really, though she was really looking at her father's best interests and maybe even her friends, overall, she was self-serving because her hurt and her heartbreak was as a result of preventing anyone else from being happy, including herself. So today I'm here to provide you with 5 tips in terms of recognizing heartbreak, understanding the point where you need to heal in order to move forward and not to be a block, not block someone else's blessing, right? And we can confirm that you can receive love at any age. In a couple of videos ago, I stated that I know of a colleague of mine, 70-something years old, that she's scheduled to be married in 2026. So anything is possible, including the age difference indeed. So let's go for the first step. We would say acknowledge and validate your feelings. If your heart is broken, acknowledge it. If someone did you wrong, acknowledge it. If you could go to that person and convey your thoughts and the person will allow you to, that's even better. But you must acknowledge and validate your pain and feelings. Heartbreak can feel like a profound loss, and it's completely normal to feel angry, upset, or isolated. So we encourage you to talk to someone, a friend, a bestie, even a professional, if it's going on months into years of heartbreak. But you have to acknowledge and validate it. Tip number 2, encourage small steps towards connection, regaining trust, and allowing your heart to first be friends with someone. If it's from the opposite sex, sure, why not? Right? The idea of reconnecting might be overwhelming for you, but the reality is those small micro steps that would help you in regaining your confidence and trusting your own self to love the right person and celebrate the small wins. Number 3, it's important to help to reconnect with your identity, valuing yourself, valuing being single, valuing being in a relationship, valuing knowing that Ecclesiastes 3 says there's a time and season for everything. So there's a time for solitude and there's a time for companionship. There's a time for everything. So painful breakup can often make someone lose a sense of who they are outside of the relationship. Also looking at judgment, whether they can trust their own judgment. So it's very important that um, if that's you, that you remain focused and understand life is about growth. Wherever you think you needed to learn lessons, make sure you learn from them and level up and move forward. Number 4, set healthy boundaries, not barriers. Don't build up a wall. It's okay to have boundaries. Like if you meet someone, don't think of getting married within the next month, right? You have to set healthy boundaries, but at the same time, don't build up walls. Don't tell no to every person that express interest want to take you out. So it's very important to distinguish between building a wall and setting boundaries. And a barrier that is rigid, a wall that you've built up, keeps everyone out, including your own family and friends who loves you. So it's important that setting healthy boundaries and not building brick walls, you must be mindful of that. And then the 5th tip, shift your focus from why to what's next. It is natural to get stuck in a loop of analyzing what went wrong, what you could have done differently, self-blame, stagnation, the whole 9 yards. I get it. We all have to go through it. And it's easier said than done. I get it. But gently guide your focus on the past to the future. Stop living in the past. Stop looking at your rearview mirror. Instead of dwelling on the why of the breakup, ask yourself, what have I learned and what I can do better now? And how have I revolved? How have I evolved into a person that can understand what went wrong and learn from it? It's about a perspective shift. It's about a growth mindset, turning a painful experience into a catalyst for growth. It's so important that an opportunity to design your life can truly be built around the love that was once shared. And even if it wasn't true love, what is now possible? But it comes down to understanding your terms, but don't be rigid about it. So by supporting um, your and nursing your pain early on, but don't dwell on it. There's always patience and empathy, but it cannot go on for years and years and years and years. And one key way of knowing that you're building walls and not setting boundaries is by how it's affecting other people around you. If you desire to stay single, that's your choice too. Doesn't mean that you're hurt for that amount. But if you're telling everyone else that love sucks, if you're telling everyone else, no, 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 heck to the no, then there's a good chance that you've built up walls instead of setting boundaries. And again, you want boundaries and slowly build those micro steps in leveling up and getting better and healing and learning from your mistakes. But don't build walls, right? You want those Jericho walls to come falling down indeed. So that's it. That's it for 5 tips for leveling up from a heartbreak. Don't stay in the minutia. You want to level up and do better. And if you have not yet subscribed to Uche Nancy Update Television, let's just help this beautiful young lady get her update television up and running. It's doing well. She has beautiful stories led by her beautiful daughters, the handsome Victory Michael, and of course, wonderful veteran actors. I say OMG, very well done indeed. And again, I'm going to kindly ask you to please subscribe, let the world know about Social Walking in Wisdom. If you're doing the work leveling up and you definitely want to incline your ears to wisdom according to Proverbs 2:2, please be sure to subscribe, fan out, and let the world know. And be sure to check out these free analysis that can help you on your growth indeed. Family, thank you so much for listening to another episode. And as always, shalom.